Irakli Zirakashvili does not accept the defeat that he took at the hands of Todd Hutchings at the last East vs West. Words that were said by him in the podcast just last night with Engin Terzi. He really emphasizes the fact that he says, show me one round where Todd Hutchings pins me. Just one round, let alone three, but just one round where he pins me without a foul that was missed by the referees. He says he ultimately blames the referees and doesn't accept the defeat and wants to have an opportunity for a rematch against Todd. I find this very, very fascinating, and to be honest, not in a good way. Like I am someone who subscribes to the fact that when you take a loss, you shake your opponent's hand and you take it for what it is. You accept the defeat, whether referees were against you or not. Now, is there some sort of objective fact that referees may have missed a couple of calls? Sure, that is the case. But if we look under a microscope as well, you can find them the other way in so many instances in arm wrestling. And look, as Todd Hutchings has said, you get referees calls, good ones, you get referees calls, bad ones over time, but it all works out in the end. The right man ends up winning. And look, it was very, very obvious to me in that match which man was the stronger man, which man was back against the wall and running out of fuel, and which man was cruising through in respect to endurance and never looked like having a victory in doubt. And that man, of course, was Todd Hutchings, who I think, yes, may well be the bogeyman for Irakli Zirakashvili. And for Irakli to ever really get victory over Todd, he's going to need to just not only have referees calls perfect, but he's going to need to totally change the way he arm wrestles, because the way that Irakli Zirakashvili arm wrestles, the shape he uses against Todd, simply does not work. It does not work against Todd Hutchings. Todd has worked out that lane, and Todd's answer is superior to what Irakli can currently produce. Irakli Zirakashvili is, of course, what you'd consider the strongest pound-for-pound arm wrestler in the world when it comes to back pressure and bicep strength. He routinely puts 120 kilos on a easy curl bar and puts out 6 to 8 reps with very, very good form, almost strict. He is an exceptionally strong human being, but so is Todd in a lane that counters Irakli's move. So this is one of those conundrums. It's one of the things that makes the sport amazing, is that you have to figure out how to adjust your game in order to defeat somebody else. I think Irakli can defeat people that Todd can't, but Irakli cannot defeat Todd. So is a rematch deserved? Look, I don't think so. I don't think a rematch is deserved because of a couple of very minuscule referee calls that, in my opinion, did not affect the outcome of the match. Irakli, I think, is a little sour, a little bitter on it, and he would be better served just going back, proving that he is the number one contender, and having another go at Todd later down the track. I would like to see Todd pull other people like Oleg Petrenko, anyone else that's in that 95 kilo list is where I would like to see. I'd like to see Irakli pull Yoshi or something like that. Maybe, I know Yoshi is 105, but who knows? There are other matches before Irakli deserves a rematch against Todd. Now, as I said, this does kind of lend itself to the conversation that we put out in yesterday's video, which is, are biceps valuable in arm wrestling? Look, yes, they are. We know they are for Irakli, but they're not for Irakli against Todd. He needs to work out how to deal with Todd Hutchings. He needs to get some more supination involved. He needs to get some more shoulder commitment involved. He needs to not lean on his biceps so much, because Todd Hutchings, if Irakli goes there again against Todd Hutchings, we will see the same soup re-warmed up and the same result. I am 100% certain that if they face again tomorrow, Todd Hutchings will win. So, yes, Irakli a little bit sour, Irakli a little bit bitter, but Irakli needs to just take this loss on his chin go back, train hard, reinvent himself, and then maybe we get the rematch.